Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, there are 329 days until Christmas 2021. And today we've got another toy unboxing. And some of you have been following. You know the difficulties I've had with some of the big box store orders. My order from Target with Dark Ray, my Black Series figure, was canceled last week, and so I placed the order with Dorkside Toys, and we're waiting for that now fulfillment to come through. And then Walmart have also had some issues with them canceling orders and then sending orders in unpacked boxes and getting some damage on some of those cards. Some of them come through great, some of them not so much. There's a lot of inconsistency there. So this is an unboxing today from Dorkside. We'll take a look and see what the difference is between how Dorkside ships their toys and figures versus how we get them from those other big box stores. First of all, I've gone ahead and opened it, and in the very top is the invoice, so I'll take that out. We don't need to have that in there, but it's right on top, so that's nice to have there. And then second, you can see, look, this is filled with peanuts. I'm going to take this and pour them out down here because I don't want them all over the place. But we'll pour the peanuts out, and we'll get to the figure itself right here. So, and I'll just note that the peanuts were both on top and underneath the figure. So I got peanuts all over the floor. And here's our figure. Here we go. We have the Mandalorian. Here we go. This is just the Mandalorian. So before we open up Mandalorian and Child, this is just Din Djarin himself. Here we go. You can see him there, and he can again with the rifle. And instead of having this in the holster, that's got the gun in the package. So again, we get the warning on the top that says, look, there's a choking hazard. Again, these are small toys. So you can tell the difference between the ones that have the small pieces and the ones that don't. And again, the card here is pretty nice. We've got Din there on the card versus the one that we got with the Mandalorian. Let me grab that for you here so you can see the card that we got. So here's the one that we got with just Din Djarin. Here's the card that we got with the child. All right. So let's put these up side by side. They're very similar, but you can tell there's a difference, right? So this one's a little further back, but it's taken from the same shot, it looks like. This one's a little bit lighter, a little closer. This one's a little darker, a little further away. And this one had the child in with it. And that was great. And it's still sitting here. And the difference also, our other figure, we can remove the helmet and we can put his face on there. And of course, we've got Grogu there with him, right? So you can do that. This figure here, the helmet is not replaceable, right? Doesn't come with it. So overall, I think I like the other package better. Everything else appears to be exactly the same. So I think I'm gonna leave this one boxed. So we're not gonna take this. But yeah, I'll take it out. So here we go. You can tell it's the same, right? Everything's the same between these two, but the one in the package here doesn't have the removable helmet. So we'll go ahead and unbox it. I'll be fair to you guys, and we'll open this guy up. We get the box cutter here, and I like to cut them out from underneath. And I'll trim this up later. Normally I do this before we get on, but I'll do it this time here because I like to be a little careful about removing this packing from the top, right? The blister pack. I like to remove that as close to the package as I can without cutting into the card so that I get a nice clean card. That's undamaged. This time I damaged it just kind of in a hurry. But here you can see the card, and again, I damaged it myself. That's just me being in a hurry. So there's the card. And again, this came undamaged. Dorkside Toys did a great job of packing it. And so for a collector who wants to have something in pristine shape, again, Dorkside's the way to go. Here you go. There's the packaging. We can remove the top, and again, that the paperwork comes out with it. And we just want to compare these two figures side by side and get a sense for how well they work. So here's our jetpack. And if you remember when you saw the other one, the jets were kind of bent inward. They are rubber, so that they can be moved. But the other ones are kind of bent inwards. And there's our jetpack. And then likewise, we've got the rifle and the little pistol here. And as we mentioned with the other pack, the gun is rubberized, so you don't have the problem there. And it does have a pin on the back. That pin allows us to strap it to his harness on shoulder, right? So there's a little hole right there. You can see it peeking through, right? So that hole and the pin line up so that you can shoulder it, right? So we'll do that just to show you what that is there. Stick that in there. And I have noticed with my other figure as well that these sometimes don't want to go all the way into there. So you can see there's a little bit of separation. After you do it a couple of times, that hole seems to open up a little more, and so that the rifle does sit in there a little better. And then this is the other bane of my existence. So this cape is rubber. It'd be nice if it was cloth, and you can get cloth ones off of Etsy and on other places. But this cape interferes with our jetpack. So if you've got the rifle on there, right? You've got the rifle on, and I think we counted the last time this jetpack came off like 7 times. This Santa's trying to get that to stay on. That jetpack just kept falling off, and now the rifle came off. We're going to stick that back on. We'll get the jetpack back on. And with the jetpack and the cape and the pin that fits it into his back, there's just not much room. And so what happens is they keep knocking each other loose, or that cape comes way over to the side. So the big complaint, I think, is primarily the cape. The cape being rubber causes us the most problem because you can tell that it wants to cover that hole. See that? When it's just laying flat, it's covering partially the hole where the jetpack goes in. You got to move it off to the side. When you do that, and that's great and all, right? But look what it does. See how the cape's sticking out? Let me show you from the back. It's like he's in a heavy wind. Right? It wants to push it out. And if you want to get it to kind of snug back underneath there, it pulls that jetpack slightly away from his back. And when you pull it away from his back, then it starts to get a little more dicey as far as staying on. So here we go. We're going to try again. Here we go. We're going to have the same problem we did with the one that comes with the child. It's the exact same figure. So, you would expect it to have the same sort of problems. We'll get this rifle to stick in there. His shoulder harness there isn't wanting to let that set all the way in. And then you kind of got to pull it off to the side. Move the cape. Now I can't get... See, it's just really, really difficult to get all these pieces to fit together. And I really don't know how much that gives somebody who wants to play with it or to manipulate it, how frustrating that's going to get to try to keep all those pieces together. Okay, we've got that reattached. We're going to try to reattach the backpack here, right, our jetpack, and try to get his cape to settle down. There we go. We've got everybody attached. So it's kind of tight, and that jetpack likes to come loose when you're doing anything with it, right? Anything at all. So we'll go ahead and take the jetpack off. We'll take the rifle off and just go ahead and go through the rest of the figure. So the pistol is in here. It's taped in. Again, I've got to kind of cut into the tape to get it out because it's just kind of difficult to get loose. All right, there we go. So here's a pistol. It's really nice. It's colored, right? We got a wooden grip, like the brown grip. It's not wood. It's rubber. All of it's rubber cast. Which again, the rubber's nice. It makes it so it's not going to just get brittle and break. All right, I like that a lot. And then the holster on his side fits that really well. So let's see if we can move that so you can see the holster. Right there's the holster, and we could fit that right in there. And it's really nice. The tip of it sticks out the end. Look how nice that is. And of course, you could hold that in his hand if you wanted to. We've got, as you can already tell, we've got the regular articulation of the figure. Everything, we've covered this before with our other guy. So you can move his wrist, his hand, his elbow, his shoulder. He moves at the hip, right at the waist. We've got a little action right there at the sternum. And then, again, the legs are going to, typical, right? It's the same sort of setup. So we've got all the kind of articulation you want to be able to pose him. I love the colors. You got a little wear in the Beskar there on his leg, right? You can see that. And I just love it. It's a great figure. And I've got two of them now. We've got helmet on, helmet off. There they are. It's the same guy. It's exactly the same. It's the same figure. We can see here. It looks like there's a little bit of difference here. Nope, that's just lighting. So it's the same. They're both exactly the same. If I reverse it, you can see his shoulder piece here is not. There it is. Right. So the shoulder piece is the same. We turn him the other way. Right. It's the same. So here you go. For me, I prefer the one that comes with the child. And these are already selling unboxed on eBay for around $40, 35 to 40. I see them 35. They tend to tack on some shipping. 50. I've seen them at 50, and they'll put free shipping on there. But the figure itself originally sold for around $18 US, and this one here is a little bit cheaper. Let's see. I can't remember what it was. I've got the billing right here. This one was 14. Okay, so 14. You get Din Djarin here with the helmet, no child, and no other head figure. This one was like 18, 19. So another $5, but you get the head, you get the child, and you can do that. So here's Santa's recommendation. Go get the one with the child. Try to get him at retail price. Don't pay that $50. That's crazy. And then there you have it. All right. So thank you very much for being here. And we've got some unveilings today. We'll get some other orders in. We also have some orders that are back order. We're waiting on those to come through. And as they come in, we'll continue to do these reviews. Thank you again for being here. And until next time, Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye-bye.